Building confidence is a lot of discipline. We're living in an era of comparing yourself to others, right? Social media.
Exactly.
Act like you're confident. You might not be, and you might not see what you want to see in the mirror, but if you act like it, you start training your brain and it starts believing how you act.
Fake it until you make it.
Fake it till you make it. You'd be surprised how many people say, well, I don't really have a hobby. I mean, I like to shop and eat. Well, is that feeding your mind, your spirit? Find things that you love. A lot of people say, well, I don't know what I'm good at. Start looking for it. Get out there, get active, get moving. What I do, what I love is exercise.
Squat. Excellent. Keep your core tight. Do more. Good. Jump forward. Don't forget to breathe.
Eva, we're rolling.
Hello, I'm Eva Motion and welcome to What the Health Are You Talking About? This is part 2 of our episode, Is Your Self-Image is Your Friend or Your Enemy? Life coach Marcy Garcia is my awesome guest today. In the previous episode, Marcy shared her deeply touching story. Let's go over it a little bit.
People don't let us down. It's our expectations of people that let us down. I ended up pregnant at 14. I battled that for a very long time. My confidence was at an all-time low, but I had to build myself back up. She saved my life. So a lot of people looked at it as a negative, but if I wouldn't have had her, who knows, I could be in prison right now. I could be in the streets, drug addict. I just think of all of those things and I'm so thankful that she saved me. I've learned that it's not about forgiving them, it's about forgiving yourself.
You just stopped being a victim.
Yes.
And decided to create your own destiny, being an example.
Going through life with so much anger, it can really consume you, and it's kind of, what are you gonna feed into? Are you gonna feed into the beast, or are you going to feed the positive in your life?
How would that story, what happened to you, influence your work right now?
It definitely is the reason why I do what I do. When I was going through my life struggles, I had a lot of strong women in my life that were confident women. And I thought, I want to offer that to other girls because not everybody has that luxury of having strong women by their side to kind of pick them up and say, hey, we've got you. Let me take you by the hand and show you and build your confidence. I want to do to other women what those women gave me because it felt so good. And that's why I got into the life coaching.
But it was so interesting because you said when you decided that it's enough, I cannot take it anymore, and all opportunities came.
Yes.
Marcy, tell me please, where do you think that people get this belief that they're not good enough?
It comes from people. They listen to people, and it's mostly people that they love. It's family members, parents, significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends. When we love someone, we believe what they say to us. We forget about our own thoughts, and it kind of puts a mask on what we think of ourselves, and we start believing other people's opinions and thoughts of us.
We hear what they say, and that's imprint in our subconscious mind.
Exactly, and we become weak. And the second we allow one person's opinion to make a home in our brain, we just kind of get stuck there, and it starts breaking down our confidence.
And how do you get this confidence back? What should you do?
I have a few tips. I brought them with me.
Okay,
Eva, if I can
great.
share.
Yeah,
I wrote
please.
them down because
I would love to.
if I wouldn't have wrote them down, I'll keep going and we'll run out of tape and I'll be talking for a good hour. So I wanted to keep it short. I also suggest for everybody to write them down. These
Why?
five.
Why is that?
It's a reminder. If it's there, put it in your purse, put it at your desk, your nightstand, in your restroom, just to kind of give you those reminders. The first point to start to build confidence and probably the most important, is don't compare yourself to others. Number one.
How do you break this habit?
Well, we're living in an era of comparing yourself to others, right? Social media.
Exactly.
I mean, I didn't have it growing up. Thank goodness that I didn't have to deal with that. Who knows? I would have been even more of a mess. But we're constantly on our phones looking at other girls, the Kardashians, the housewives, or not knocking them, they're beautiful, but we start comparing themselves. Oh, I want to look like Kylie, Jenner, or I want to have a butt like Kim Kardashian. And we start doing things to our bodies, and we're never good enough. And we look in the mirror and we start picking and comparing. And I want to look like Eva. Oh my gosh, she's so amazing. And I think mostly in women, we compare ourselves to other women constantly. I notice men don't do that too much. They walk and gain a little weight. They're proud of it. Gray hair. Men look more handsome when they're older. We don't have that luxury, so we start comparing ourselves. When we do that, it creates doubt. So what I suggest to my clients is turn off the social media for a little bit. I'm not saying you have to get off of it. It's a big part of our lives. I get it. But turn it off for a little bit, for a week, and just look in the mirror and start to accept yourself for who you are. It's a process, but if you kind of turn it off, it'll help. And guess what? You're over here comparing yourself to other girls, but there's 5 other girls looking at you, wishing that they looked like you. So we need to start thinking that. There's always someone that wants to be like you. I'll say, oh, I have big fat thighs, and the girl next to me, man, Marcy, I wish I had your thighs. It's crazy. We drive ourselves nuts.
Just to look from the inside, just to look at yourself. Don't
Yes.
look at someone. Look at yourself and love yourself and enjoy
Yes.
yourself first.
Take the physical away from it. Number 2 is create goals. I like this because it creates discipline, right? Building confidence is a lot of discipline. So creating goals, meaning start with small goals that are attainable, tiny, tiny ones. I'm gonna make a goal to make sure I get up at 7 o'clock every morning and read a book, okay? Something that you can do and you're not gonna fail. This starts building confidence, and you start believing in your abilities to do something and follow through. Next couple of weeks, make your goals bigger, and you'll be surprised what you can do when you start pushing yourself.
That's a good tip.
Number 3, embrace your flaws. Okay, this one is hard.
I think this is the hardest one.
This is the hardest one. I'll give you an example. A little cellulite going on here, right? So the old me was, oh my gosh, I can't wear shorts. I don't like my thighs. What can I do? I gotta go get cellulite cream. I need to go have a treatment, and I'm going crazy trying to fix this flaw. Again, it's tiring. So I just look in the mirror and I tell myself, you've got beautiful legs. I might not believe it.
You have.
you well,
have,
I might not believe it, but if
believe me.
That's not coming from you. I might not believe it at the time, but if I keep telling myself, I love my thighs, I love my thighs, and if I sit tall and I look at people, and when you shake their hands, look at them, act like you're confident. You might not be, and you might not see what you want to see in the mirror, but if you act like it, you start training your brain, and it starts believing how you act.
Fake it until you make it.
Fake it till you make it. Tell yourself, ooh, I'm good, I'm bomb, I look good, or I'm strong. When you walk in a room, or when you're sitting down, don't do this.
Posture, yes. That's what I teach.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. It's a self-talk.
Yes.
Self-talk that
Yep.
you.
Little pep talks.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cheer
They're very
yourself up.
important. Number 4, communication to yourself. Kind of goes to embrace yourself, or how you look at yourself, what you see in the mirror, what you believe. A lot of people talk down to themselves. Oh, you're such an idiot. Oh, you're so dumb. Oh, you can't lose weight. You're a failure. And we don't communicate with ourselves because we really don't know what we're feeling. You know, really take some time to understand how you're feeling. What are your struggles? What are you saying to yourself? Are you saying nice things to yourself? Are you saying mean things to yourself? I think that has a big impact. You know, we break down our own confidence. Not only do we have people telling us negative things, now we're saying it to ourselves.
Because I really believe in the power of words. They have energy, and what you've said, it's really, really true.
Yes, it's interesting. If we have a best friend, how do you talk to your best friend? Why do we?
Loving and caring.
Right. Why don't we do that for ourselves? You know, if you're my best friend, Eva, oh, you look amazing. You look beautiful. You're smart. Look at what you're doing. You're successful. But why can't we do that for ourselves?
Why? Why we cannot
We
do
need
this?
to. So that's a tip. Start talking nice to yourself. And number 5, my favorite, do what you love. A lot of times I ask my clients, what do you do that you love to do? What are your hobbies? And you'd be surprised how many people say, well, I don't really have a hobby. I mean, I like to shop and eat. Well, is that feeding your mind, your spirit?
It's an escape, actually,
Yeah.
from your pain.
Exactly. What are you doing for yourself? What are you good at? What's your purpose in life? Do you love to hike? Do you like to go out in the wilderness and look at the birds? You know, find things that you love. A lot of people say, well, I don't know what I'm good at. Start looking for it. Start finding things. Get out there. Get active. Get moving. What I do, what I love, is exercise. I think this is the best thing for confidence. It creates discipline. You can make goals. All of these 5 things can be exercise, and it doesn't have to be hard. You don't even have to go to the gym. You can do it at home, in your office. Go for a walk down the street. Get your blood going, get your body, and guess what? You can start talking to yourself and have that peace, and don't compare. So that's what I do to help me with my confidence, is exercise. And it's a great stress reliever.
But I also think when you exercise, you change your body. And that's where your self-confidence is increasing.
Right.
And you know what? I think this is the best time to go to our action time. Don't miss our second part. Marcy shared many interesting things with us. Now I would like to share my knowledge with Marcy and you, and do a quick total body workout. Okay, Marcy, you ready?
I'm ready.
We start with the light warm-up. Let's start with your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back and breathe in, breathe out. Use only your shoulders. Nice. And now bring one knee toward your chest. It's a balance, and stretching your glutes and hamstrings. Good.
Oh, you gotta have balance with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Good balance. And one more time for each side. I need to prepare you for my total body workout. And now the same, I like your posture, it's great. Grab your foot and bring your heel towards your butt. Nice. And switch. Beautiful. You forgot to smile. Exactly.
I'm serious.
When you work
Serious
out, you're
workout.
serious. That's good. And now we do 10 calf raises. One, and keep your body straight, core tight, shoulders down, relax and control. Good, and that's enough. And now we will start with the core. I have a dancer client, and she said, her teacher said, if you warm up your core, the rest is easy.
Awesome.
That's why I would like you to lay down on your back over here. Bring your legs to a tabletop position and extend them a little bit higher. Your arms by your sides. And now tap the floor with your heel, one leg at a time. And slow. A little bit faster right now. Nice. Nice. And now alternate. Let's do a scissor. Yep. Don't forget to breathe. Feed this beautiful body with the oxygen. Nice. Good. And now bring your both legs up and bring your arms up and try to touch the toes. Every time when you touch the toes, exhale. Nice. Excellent. Feel how your core works. Nice. You keep your lower back on the floor. Good. Excellent. 2 more. And the last one. Now bring your legs to a tabletop position back and your arms behind your head and extend your right leg forward, and now touch your right knee with your left elbow and alternate. Exhale each time. Good. We work on your lower abs, on your upper abs, and now we are working on your obliques. Good. Excellent. 1 more for each leg. And relax. Good.
Oh, this
Feeling
is good for the
warm
lower
up.
tummy.
Come up. And now we do lower body exercise. It's a little bit complicated movement, but you will get it. Feet together. You do squat to lunge. Squat to lunge. Start with your right side, and let's do 5 times for your right side. Lunge back, the same leg, squat. Excellent. Keep your core tight. Nice. Exhale each time when you do the hardest part. Nice. Excellent. And 1 more for each side. When you squat, make sure your knees don't go over your toes. It's very important. Okay. Shake out. And now let's do, but I would give you 10 push-ups, but let's do 5 just for the camera.
5 push-ups.
5 push-ups.
Okay.
Yeah, we did lower body. Now we do upper body. 5. Marcy does a progressive and classic push-ups. You're a strong woman, and keep your head in line with your spine. Yep. Excellent. 2 more. Good. And the last one. Nice. And come up. Oh yeah, push-ups gets you a lot. And shake out again. Breathe in and breathe out. And the last exercise, total body cardio and explosive movement. Everything together. You do jump forward. I will show you first. Jump forward, burpee, and shuffle back.
Okay.
Jump forward, burpee, and shuffle back 5 times. Nice. Jump forward. Don't forget to breathe. Good, good, good. Add a little bit pace. Nice. And 2 more, Marcy. And the last one. Look at this strong and beautiful and hardworking woman. Nice, very good. How are you feeling?
I feel good. My heart rate's up.
You know what? I'm amazed at your form. Everything was great. Good
Awesome.
job.
Thank
Give
you.
me 5.
Thank you.
That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our workout time, and back to the interview. Special questions for you.
Okay.
Pick 1. Roses or tulips?
Roses.
Rock and roll or pop music?
Rock and roll.
Cherry or strawberry?
Cherry.
Zumba class or weightlifting
Oh,
training?
Zumba.
Trip to Japan or Italy?
Italy.
The ocean or the mountains?
Mountains. Always hear people want tropical beach. No, I want forest.
If you had a boat, what would you name it?
Courage.
If you could know the absolute and total truth to one question, what question would you ask?
Will I go to heaven?
If you had a chance to make a movie, which genre would it be?
Action.
If you could choose a superpower, what superpower would it be and why?
I would be a mind reader.
You know, like no doubts. Look how confident she is with your answers. Thank you, Marcy. That was great. Very energetic and cheerful, and thank you for sharing all of those tips with us.
Oh, I appreciate you letting me share my story. I had a great time.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you, Eva.
Thank you. Your mind is your friend or your enemy. You choose. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Believe you are good enough. And of course, stay healthy. I'm Eva Motion, and this is What the Health Are You Talking About?